A destroyed bus station and damaged buildings. These are the consequences of the shelling of Ukrainian Slavyansk by the Russian army last night. According to preliminary information, there were no casualties. The Russian occupiers hit the city almost every day. They fired several missiles on a residential area the day before. A number of houses were damaged and one person was wounded. Some districts were left without electricity. And this is Kramatorsk. 2 people were killed and 5 others were wounded as a result of a missile strike on the city by the Russian army. 2 private houses were leveled to the ground and 21 more were damaged. I made coffee. I think I'll go get some more water. And I sat down like this. I heard something hit me on the head. That's the kind of brick. And the water heater fell. If it had fallen on me, I wouldn't be alive. The Russian army killed 6 civilians in the Donetsk region over the past day. 15 more were wounded.
The Russians continue shelling and bombing towns in Donbass. This morning, the enemy carried out an airstrike on the village of Krasnohorivka in the Ocheretina community. Fortunately, there were no casualties. Artillery shelling of the town of Krasnohorivka continues in the Mariinka community. 2 houses caught fire. In Siversk, a direct hit damaged the Center for Social Services. No casualties. Pavlo Kyrylenko, head of the Donetsk Regional Military Administration.
The Russian troops hit Kharkiv using S-300 missiles. They hit an educational institution. A large-scale fire broke out there. 18 units of special equipment and over 100 rescuers were involved to extinguish it.
3 missiles were fired on the college, supposedly S-300. The central building was destroyed. The fire was large, but our rescuers coped with it, and thank them very much for that. The second missile hit the ground in the area of Holodna Hora. There were no casualties, nothing was destroyed, only the glass in nearby houses were blown out. Ihor Terehov, mayor of Kharkiv.
Russian troops shelled Mykolaiv using Tornado-S multiple launch rocket systems. They hit a residential district of the city. A number of multi-story buildings were damaged. Windows were blown out. According to preliminary information, 6 people were wounded and 1 was killed. One of the missiles fired by Russian troops on the city landed on a playground. It landed right next to the slide, destroying part of the playground fence.
Houses in 2 city districts were damaged, windows and doors were broken and balconies were destroyed. The full extent of the damage is being investigated by the district administration and the Housing and Communal Services Department. Preliminary, it is known that 1 person was killed and 6 were wounded. Alexander Senkevich, mayor of Mykolaiv.
The Russian troops launched about 80 shells towards the Dnipropetrovsk region. They hit the Chervono-Grigorivka community and Nikopol. Several buildings and the electric lines were damaged.
15 residential buildings were damaged, 1 was destroyed. A private enterprise was damaged. There were fires, they have already been extinguished. Fortunately, there are no casualties at the moment. I want to draw attention to the fact that all the specialists are working. There is damage to the electrical system.
The night was not calm in the Russian-occupied city of Enerhodar. There were explosions near the hotel where the Russian occupiers live. According to local authorities, several units of Russian military equipment were eliminated. A video of a large-scale fire in temporarily occupied Alchevsk-Luhansk region was released on social networks. According to preliminary information, it was another enemy ammunition depot that caught fire. The Ukrainian aviation carried out 7 strikes against the Russian occupiers over the past day. They hit a concentration of enemy equipment in the Kherson region and destroyed an ammunition depot in the Mykolaiv region.
According to the results of the work of our rocket and artillery units, the shelling of the control point of the battalion tactical group of the 34th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russians in Bruskinska has been confirmed. The results of fire control of the main transport routes in the occupied territories indicate that movement over the railway bridge over the Dnieper River is impossible.
Reported by Marina Stepanenko, Mariana Krechet, UATV News.